Welcome to the Lyons Share. I'm your host, Mitch Lyons. We have this week's Dog Spotlight interview with our Ferris State player, Deshonna Day. And Deshonna, welcome to the show.
Hi, welcome.
Hey, it's great
Thanks
to
for
have
having
you.
me.
We're coming to the end of the season. It's been a bit of a bittersweet season for you. You've dealt with a shoulder injury all year. And in fact, I think the day before the first game or day or two before the first game, your shoulder pops out, and you've really had to deal with that all year, and then eventually just had to shut it down due to that shoulder. How frustrating has that been for you?
Um, it's been very frustrating. I mean, I just go into every practice and every game just thinking like this could be my last game plan or last practice, and I mean just put it all on the court at that very moment. So,
Yeah, and it's been a season long struggle just keeping that thing in socket. It's had a mind of its own, and I know your schedule will have some surgery after the season. But I guess as you look back, Shauna, this is your last year at Ferris. You're completing your master's in social work after getting a bachelor's in sports communication. What has your time at Ferris meant to you overall? Obviously, you've forged a lot of relationships, had seen a lot of success on the court. What as you kind of come to the end of all that as we head into the GLIAC tournament this weekend. Looking back, what does that time at Ferris mean to you?
I mean, I'm just happy to be a part of an amazing support group and amazing group of um, women. Honestly, it's been very memorable. Like I'm content with not playing and seeing my teammates go as far as possible. Hopefully, back to the Final Four. Um, but honestly, it's just been a memorable experience. I really have no regrets or anything.
Yeah, well, that's great. I mean, sports is awesome that way, and you do forge a lot of lifelong friends, really. Uh, and I know as you go forward, I guess with your degrees and kind of share with what's next. What do you see on the horizon for Shauna Day post actually playing, being the athlete? What does it look like for you?
Um, Hopefully, being a grad assistant after this and going to coaching at the collegiate level, no matter division. I really don't care about the division. And then afterwards, just going back into the social work field. I don't really know what field I want to go into yet. So I'm just kind of exploring that with my internship right now.
Okay. Well, let me ask you this. You've been obviously you played in high school, you played all the way growing up, travel ball, all that fun stuff, all the way through college, and you played for a lot of different coaches. So what will Coach Day look like, maybe relative? What has Coach Day picked up from her coaches along the way that she would try to emulate?
Um, I would.
Are you going to be the Tom Izzo tough love? Are you going to be more of somebody that kind of holds the hand and pats them along the way, or
No, I'm definitely gonna be the hardcore type. I feel like you got potential. You should be doing that. You know what you need to do, so go do it. Yep, that's gonna be me. Very hard, demanding.
pat on the back, but a kick in the butt when needed, right?
Yep, yep, yep.
Well, that's cool. And you got a brother that plays at Aquinas as well, and you've talked about the coaching and potentially skill development. So with your family or maybe something along those lines. But so the bottom line is you've had this athletic bug, and it's hard to get rid of it, right? As you come to the end of your playing days. I mean, I kind of struggled with that as my career ended where it's like, man, your whole life's been predicated on sports or a sport, and then all of a sudden that stops, right? And now you're at that point where, okay, hey, your playing career, I mean, you're even it's over, right? Because I mean, effectively because you can't play with your shoulder, but your time on the team's coming to an end one way or the other here as the season comes to an end. How difficult is that? Just I guess having, at least like me, like I said, my whole life was predicated on the next goal athletically, right? And now that kind of disappears and now it's on to the next thing. But how does that feel, I guess, for you?
um, like I'm not sad about it. Like I'm really content with my decision because I did it off of my future based on health reasons. So I'm really content, and I feel like I left a legacy at Ferris, and my name will continue to be there. So I mean, it's not like I'm going to stay away from sports. I'm going to be on the coaching staff. So I'm not really sad about it.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's good. That's great that you're content with it.
Yeah.
So the last thing I'll ask you when talking about going into coaching, I mean, everybody sees the games, right? Well, there's a lot more that goes in behind the scenes on games, right? And when you start talking coaching, yeah, you're at every practice and you're doing all that, but there's also a lot more than people know, as far as probably more than even the players are committing from a time standpoint. Not maybe, for sure, right? As far as film watching and film study and prepping for practices. You're going to be a busy girl, being that grad assistant wherever that might be. You got the appetite for that, though, right?
I hope so.
You're gonna find out. You're gonna find out real
Yeah.
quick. Yeah, yeah, because it's I always said, being in the NFL, it's like, man, I don't think I could do that, especially as I had a family, just because of the time commitment. I saw how many hours they were there, right? And I'd go home after practice. The coaches were still there, late into the evening watching film and trying to game plan. So it's a commitment for sure. But yeah, if you've got the love of the game, though, that taste of victory is great, and everybody loves to get it. So, well, Shauna, we thank you for joining the Lions Share, and being the dog spotlight this week. We wish you nothing but the best in your future. Hope to see you around Big Rapids for some games if possible, but you're going to be busy, somewhere on the sidelines next year, and we wish you well with that, and nothing but blessings as you go about into your next life. All right.
Thank you so much for having me.
All right, and good luck to the dogs and the GLIAC tourney. Hopefully, we get in that big dance and make another run, like you said, like a Final Four run. Get hot at the right time, right?
Yep, that's all that matters.
All right. Well, thank you. And if you like this episode, click subscribe. Check us out. We've got a lot of great interviews each week, and we wish Shauna and the dogs good luck as we go forward. See you, and thanks for joining.